Yo, what is going on, my XRP holders? We are only 72 hours away from the FLR airdrop hitting your wallets. Could be 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, depending on your claim size and what the flare price does on the launch day when it gets put on 52 exchanges all at one time. All right, guys, I'm going to tell you why this flare airdrop is actually going to be the real airdrop date and not going to be delayed again. Make sure first do smash the likes and subscribe down below. So the flare team, this is the first time they've done this where you're days away from the flare airdrop being distributed, and they actually post on Twitter, token distribution event 72 hours to go. The token distribution event and a celebratory community call will take place on January 9th at 3:59 UTC. So from the, previous 4 launch dates for the FLR token, when we were days away from the airdrop date, they never actually did a tweet like this. And they've done other ones like this too, such as like 5 days away, 6 days away, 1 week away. So all the other, what were supposed to be the airdrop dates, when we were just days or a week away, they never tweeted out anything. They stayed silent because they knew they were going to delay it again. This time, it is not being delayed. In 72 hours, we are basically getting XRP holder stimulus checks. All right, so XRP charts. If you guys have been watching the last few videos, you guys know things are looking good here. Hourly chart, you got somewhat of a shoulder, head, and shoulder action coming up, which should be leading us to about 45 cents per coin in the very, very near future. I'm not sure if you guys have seen this guy on Twitter before. His name's Trader SE. He has like a whole Telegram group with 60,000 people. He has like his own trading course. Guy has like a freaking Ferrari or some shit I've seen on his Twitter before. But this guy is a pretty reputable trader on crypto Twitter. He's not like a XRP specific trader. He just trades everything crypto. He posts what he sees and what he thinks going to happen. And I have seen this guy be right a lot of times. Sure, he has some times where he comes on his Telegram and says like, hey, you know what? Guys, I'm getting out of this trade. I had made the wrong decision here. But I have seen this guy make very accurate calls a lot. And I got a notification today from his Telegram group over here. I got a screenshot off my phone and just emailed it to myself. He posted this XRP 1-hour chart, noting the shoulder, head, and shoulder. And these are our very short-term targets for XRP. You're looking at 35.5 cents, 37.5 cents, and 39.5 cents. I'm talking like in the next day or two, we could probably see XRP shoot up that 15, 20% and get that pump action in, considering that the micro charts are actually looking very, very well. What I'm getting more excited about, though, is the weekly chart. We are looking at the quadruple bottom, okay? After the whole Terra Luna fiasco crashed down the whole market, thank you, Do Kwon, XRP has formed a quadruple bottom on an old all-time high from 5-6 years ago, folks. Years ago. One more thing I'm going to show you before we get into some more of the news of today. You just got to see this, man. This is what I've been showing in the last few videos. The thing that's very similar with this current moment in XRP and in the previous cycle, almost, a decade ago, was you had this general bottom range where anytime the price got down there, we would start pumping. Just like back here, you get down this bottom range and we would start pumping, right? And then there comes a final moment before the gigantic, 40, 70, 60,000% pump that happened, was this last part here. I want you guys to focus on this last part, how XRP conquered the top end of the bottom demand zone, touched down 1, 2, 3, what's that? 4 times, and then went for the half a penny to $4 move. And what the hell is XRP doing right now? Conquering the top end of the bottom demand range and touching down 4 times. I'm just saying, do prepare for that $13 XRP coming very, very soon, guys. It is a great time to be an XRP holder. I know, right now, if you just look at the prices and go, oh, XRP's 35 cents, have been holding for 5 years. I understand, but if you have been accumulating at 20-cent prices, lower than 20-cent prices, you are still currently up on your money right now. See, right now, personally, with my XRP bags, I'm up double. But you know what? I'm not going to complain because I haven't lost any money in investing in XRP, and I am waiting for the long shot that we do know is coming. And these two scenarios here are both so very similar in how they're playing out. I have to believe we only got to be a month or so away from the point where we enter the next generation of price action and liquidity for the XRP charts. All right. Check this out here from Charles Gasparino. He's coming at it again, defending William Hinman, saying, I don't want to make a blanket statement about the XRP community, but this episode over what I tweeted about SEC and why I brought the Ripple case and Hinman's alleged culpability definitely underscores a very bad groupthink and lack of basic knowledge about the law. So yesterday I came out with the video, and I literally titled the video like, hey, SEC secret operation against the XRP community. There's just speculating because this mainstream media mouthpiece that has, supposedly been supporting Ripple and XRP for this lawsuit. He comes out yesterday and makes 3 or 4 tweets in a row about why William Hinman is innocent. And I found that very, very odd, in the, I don't want to sound like Andrew Tate, but in the matrix society that we live in, coming from mainstream media, I found it very, very odd how he suddenly comes to William Hinman's defense, very much insinuating that he is innocent and has done nothing wrong. And I found that very weird that someone from the mainstream media on the MSM payroll decides to, make 3 or 4 tweets within the same hour about why William Hinman did nothing wrong and how XRP community holders are just being stupid and they need to go find another conspiracy theory. So he doubles down on it, saying that we have very bad groupthink and lack of basic knowledge about the law. First, I'm not taking sides, just reporting on how the SEC rationalized going after XRP as opposed to Ethereum. Next, check yourself on Hinman. You want to believe he's guilty of something, fine, but you got to prove it, and you're not even coming close. And I come in the comments and go, quote, journalist. So, I understand where Charles Gasparino is coming from, because he's saying that, but this episode over what I tweeted about the SEC, I came out yesterday on YouTube, and I'm just like, hey, you know what? Just maybe a shot in the dark. There's some kind of connection between the SEC, the government, and the mainstream media, and all of a sudden trying to cover for Hinman and have a mouthpiece from MSM try to claim that he is innocent. So he's doubling down on that today, saying again that William Hinman is innocent. Guys on mainstream media payroll suddenly comes out of the blue and says William Hinman did nothing wrong. He's innocent. He's not doing anything illegal. I find that very, very odd, and I do not believe in coincidences. Last one for today, guys, coming from Linkto. Valhill Capital Managing Director Jimmy Volley comments on the Ripple vs. SEC case, ETHgate in the stratospheric debts of the derivatives markets during a recent interview with XRP Confidential Committee member Zach Rector. And I remember from a few days ago on Twitter, people were actually, and I'm not taking sides here, I'm just reporting the news, I'm telling you guys what I saw. People were saying that this guy, Jimmy Valley's company, Valhill Capital, was actually responsible for this little unit that happened right here. Again, not taking sides, not saying true or false, but I was just seeing on Twitter that Valhill Capital did this XRP dump down here, which was just a liquidity grab because we're clearly going to higher prices. 1 hour chart screaming higher prices. Daily chart is screaming higher prices. Weekly chart is screaming from the top of its lungs that XRP is going to reclaim those pre-Terra Luna crash prices. Got gaps all the way up here to 85 cents. Quadruple bottom on the top end of the legendary demand range, just like it did back in 2016, everyone. All right? But anyways, check out this quick little video. 2 minutes long. Let's give it a watch.
If we could go back in time and the SEC didn't sue Ripple, even with the Ethereum free pass speech where, Hinman went on stage at the Yahoo Summit, crypto summit, and declared Bitcoin and Ethereum weren't securities, but basically left everybody else in, the opaque zone, that would have been fine. I think XRP could have continued to flourish and let the free market decide which is the best asset to use. I mean, we do live in a free market economy, right? It was really when the regulatory regulatory capture process occurred and they sued Ripple and created this whole kind of confusion and cloud on title. And then everybody promptly left. Jay Clayton left the next day. Bill Hinman was leaving right around that time. It smelled bad. It looks bad. They were warned in advance by Joseph Grunfest, who's a very established former SEC commissioner himself, very established securities law professor at Stanford Law School. We'd love to stick to crypto, get the government out of the market, and maybe we can do that. As for the massive debt, first of all, the 30 trillion and the 100 trillion, that's just what we're told. These aren't even getting into the derivatives that are sitting on top of all that debt. The BIS has just come out and said, whoops, there might be $80 trillion in off-balance sheet derivative transactions based on pension fund liabilities. When you're talking about those unfunded liabilities in America, you're just talking about Social Security and entitlement programs that are part of what our government is supposed to be maintaining for the benefit of the people. The actual debts are stratospheric when you start to look at the derivative transactions that the pension fund assets are being bet into. I mean, if people really started to peel back the onion, I'm talking the teachers and the various unions that have their retirement set up in these pension funds and started to understand the gamble and the risk that the people managing these funds have put their assets in on the global stage, it's not all that different from what's going on at FTX right now and what we're discovering. They would freak out.
All right, guys. Well, that is the video
if
for
we
today.
Can go back in time.
FLR airdrop coming in 72 hours. I will be live streaming about 1 hour before this time here on January 9th. I will get you guys the EST and PST over on like Twitter and the community post on YouTube. I am planning a 6 to 12 hour, maybe even longer marathon live stream to watch the fireworks explosion of liquidity when the FLR token first launches. Curious to see what the prices get to. I know it's currently 50 cents a coin on the BitTrue contracts, but I think once it's actually live, real liquidity, real tokens, not contracts, 50 plus exchanges, I'm just saying, I think FLR token could probably hit maybe $1 or $2 just on the first day alone. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in the video today. We would appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one.